Hello, 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 and welcome back to another week's episode of the Reddit Asks Us podcast. Now, I just want to, before we head into the show, thank each and every single one of you that's been tuning in every single week. We have such a loyal fan base and listener base to this show, and I always think it's just really important to make sure that you guys know how much I appreciate every time that y'all tune into the show, and listen to the podcast, because I love doing it, and it's one of those things that it's really cool that other people tune in and listen to every week, and I really want to make sure that you guys feel like you're a part of the show, and so basically, I'm really excited to be here for another week and to hang with y'all for like a half an hour and chill and listen back. And remember, I want you to just clear your minds of all the clutter. You know what I'm saying, folks? You gotta get all that junk and garbo out of your head and just focus on the present moment and what's going on right now. Clear that mind of yours and just give in to the ever passing moments as they come. So, welcome. That was so deep to start off. If anyone's like new listening to the show, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck kind of show is this?" The Reddit meditation show. So, anyways, welcome to Reddit Asks Us, the show where we read and react to comments from r/Askreddit. I am your host, Luke Dick. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And listening to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating and leave us a review. I usually do read out comments as they come week by week that have been posted on my YouTube channel, but semester's in full swing here at school, and I have been a little bit neglectful of monitoring my YouTube channel. Vortex, I know you've been commenting. I see the comments, but I haven't had the time to really sort through them, and it's busy times here, folks. It's busy times, and I do see that there are numbers. I'm assuming it's you, Vortex. I see that there's comments numbers here under the posts, but I haven't really had the opportunity to really go and sort through them all. It's just a really, really busy time, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to neglect the show and stop the show for y'all. And I know I do got to get back on social media because that is a grind, but you know how it is here, folks. We don't like to take ourselves too seriously. We like to keep this show pretty light and fun. So the fact that I might be slacking in some areas doesn't mean that I'm not gonna slack, or doesn't mean that I'm gonna slack when it comes in terms of doing the show every single week. But I just want to again thank you all so much for tuning in to every episode, and let's just hop right into this one. So this one comes from, again, r/Askreddit. What's something you learned embarrassingly late in life? Now, I was thinking about this, and it's just like I feel like I should have a lot of these. I think number one, the embarrassing thing I learned late in life is like, I don't know. I feel like my parents were pretty, they never really cared what kind of music I listened to. So I would listen to a lot of hip hop music and be swearing like all the time in the music. They were very adamant on not using profanity in contexts where you're talking to like adults and stuff like that. But I would just be slanging like full on just rapping verses of songs and saying words in times that I probably shouldn't have. Like I'd be out shopping with them and I'd be like rapping verses and stuff, and they'd be like, "Lucas, like quit it." But I feel like I learned that a little bit maybe embarrassingly late in life, that's really annoying, and you probably should not do that because people are going to look at you with a really weird look when you say the F word like 4 times in one sentence. People are going to be like, "What the hell are you doing?" But also, I feel like I do have a lot of these, but at the same time, I also feel like I've repressed my memories of that because those moments have embarrassed me so much that I've just forced myself not to think about them. I feel like, I never really wanted to remember the times where I was super embarrassed. So why don't we just throw our fellow Redditors in the hot seat and we can see what they have to say. So. And hey, folks, who doesn't learn stuff embarrassingly late in life? There's things that we all don't know. And sorting through these comments, I learned some things. And I'm like, oh, I probably should have known that. So, first one here comes from JC Hysteria. When I was a teenager, I posted a status online that said I was jacking off. I thought it I thought it meant you were just bored and wasting time until my older sister messaged me, horrified. What are you saying? Why are you telling people this? This is disgusting. Why would you want the internet to know? What are you talking about, sis? You jack off all the time. You're always jacking off. Every time I come into your room, you're jacking off. Literally. It's just mom gets mad at you for jacking off so much, sis, okay? So I would maybe ease up on the criticism, okay? Everybody jacks off, you know? Who wants to be working hard 24/7? Everyone needs a little time to jack off, okay? You know, you don't want to be grinding all day and then have no time to jack off. You know, you gotta just let yourself loose, relax, you know, kick up your feet and just jack off a little bit, you know? Me and the boys jack off all the time. We jack off together. Me and the boys are always jacking off together. It's just one of those, you know, it's a habitual thing, right? You know, it's a thing where we all get closer together as a group when we jack off together, you know? I hit my boy up last night. I was like, yo, let's jack off. You know what I mean? We don't even do anything, you know? It's literally all we do when we hang out sometimes. We don't even actually do anything. We just jack off, you know? We're just, you know, doing what boys do, doing what guys do, just jacking off. Everybody does it. Relax, okay? Yeah, until you find out that jacking off, I can see how you would think that, though. I can see how you would think that, because I feel like in some contexts, people who are lazy have been called like jerk offs or whatever. Oh, he's just a jerk off or something like that, or maybe that's more of like a douche sort of thing. I don't know, but that's a bad mistake. You definitely don't want to be updating your Facebook status. And this is what makes it even so much more funny, is that that's around the time when the internet was like first becoming a thing. You know what I mean? So, and like Facebook had just dropped and everyone's using it. See, this is actually what was a good thing for me is me and my sister never had Facebook or any of those social media things. We got them a little bit later. I think I got Instagram when I was like 11. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I posted the stupidest things on my Instagram. I used to post the things that I thought were funny. Like for the longest time, this is so stupid. For the longest time, I had a photo on my Instagram, like literally up until like grade 8. I had it because, like, of course, back in the day when you were first using Instagram, you never deleted anything off your Instagram. And for the longest time, I had a photo of Nicolas Cage and his face like superimposed on a pickle, and the caption was just "Pickleous Cage." That's just what the caption said. It wasn't even like a laughing face or "this is funny," or the caption was literally just "Pickleous Cage." Like, I thought that type of thing was so funny. And there's also this like t-shirt company that my dad showed me. And they would have just like stupid, corny t-shirts that my dad thought they were funny, and I guess I thought they were funny at the time too. And they were all like science jokes and stupid, like, just, oh my God. I wish I could remember the name of the company, because I used to go on their website so much and look at their t-shirts and stuff. But I would take screenshots of the t-shirts, and I would repost those screenshots on my Instagram as if I thought they were super funny or something. It was just, oh my God, so embarrassing. But that's what I'm saying, is this is like an early time on the internet. You know, this is that point in time where people are still figuring out how to use it. So you're just like, you know, what are the repercussions, you think, you know, and you're learning, like, if you said that in person, your friends would probably make fun of you, right? Like if you said to your friends, like, oh, I was just jacking off, like, would be like, what? Why would you tell us that? And be like, what do you mean? What's so bad with that? Everybody does it. And be like, yeah, but you're not really supposed to tell people about it. It's like, what's wrong? I'm just relaxing. Like, and they'll be like, oh, what do you think that means? Right? And then you get roasted by your friends. But if you're to post that online, yeah, you're forever going to be the dude who told everybody he was jacking off on the internet back on Facebook in 2007 or 2008 or whatever time that was, in 2009. So, yeah, I feel for you. Prairie Dogs replies and says, when I was a teenager, I thought the expression to eat someone out meant the same thing as to chew someone out. Unfortunately, I was educated on this after I told someone at church that I wasn't expecting to be eaten out that morning at breakfast. I was 17. Oh my God. 17. Yeah, and I wasn't at Sunday school, you know. No, that's Sunday school's too early. Youth group. So I went to youth group last night, you know, and I got a little bit behind on my Bible readings, you know. Sue me, right? Okay? Who doesn't? We all have a life, people, okay? It's not that I don't care about Jesus or the Bible, but man, Pastor Matt just ate me out. You know what I mean? I was not expecting to get eaten out, you know, that hard. I was really, and Pastor Matt just went in. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Matt just did not hold back. Just ate me out in front of everybody, in front of the whole youth group. Pastor Matt just ate me out. I was so embarrassed, you know, and he was so passionate. You know, he really had a lot of emotion behind that. You know, you could just tell, you know, and it was really difficult, you know, to have that happen, you know, but what? That's church, right? That's Catholicism for you. Yeah, at every chance they'll get, they'll shame you, they'll eat you out for not staying up to date on your Bible readings. That's just how it is. It's a tough reality of the Christian religion, you know, eating you out every chance they get. 17. That is so tragic. Okay, next one here comes from, let's step away a little bit from all the sexual innuendos, okay, folks? We started off with that. That's a pretty hot start, if you ask me. Next one comes from Accident5991. I was like 22, working at a restaurant, making myself a salad, and I asked the chef for bumps, and he stared at me for like 60 solid seconds, trying to figure out what I wanted. I explained to him I wanted bumps for my salad. I have all the rest of the toppings, but now I need bumps. Guys, my family told me croutons were called bumps my entire life. I called my dad that night and confirmed that bumps are indeed actually called croutons. Secondly, people keep asking, so this is an edit, why did my family call them bumps? Well, someone in my family had a speech problem as a kid, couldn't say croutons. Oh yeah, the R's can be difficult for some people, and they became bumps. We had other funny names for stuff, but I knew what the real words were. I just never got around to learning croutons, I guess. Hey, I love bumps with my salad, you know? I can't eat my salad without bumps, you know? Just love them, you know? Get you fired up, right? Bumps, salad, let's go. So what do you think, chef? You can get me a couple bumps for my salad, you know? With my salad, of course. Bumps with salad just go together like, you know? Fine wine and cheese, like brunch on a Sunday morning. Do I love bumps and salad? Salad and bumps. Parents love them. Love them. Parents just couldn't get enough of salad with bumps. You know? I think my mom would have a salad with bumps every dinner, every evening. Every single evening. You know, we'd be like, Mom, do you really need that many bumps with your salad? And she would just be like, she would get so defensive for no reason. So angry, right? Like just angrier than somebody should be getting angry, you know? So aggressive. Just leave my bumps alone. You know, they're my bumps, right? You know, her and my dad would argue over bumps because they'd be, you know, my dad said there wasn't enough bumps left for him. he would always be so angry at my mom saying things like, I can't believe you didn't share your bumps with me. I wanted those bumps. You knew I wanted those bumps. I was thinking about those bumps all day. I didn't have bumps with my salad earlier today at lunch because I was waiting to get home to have bumps, and you ate you took my bumps. You took my bumps from me. I can't believe that. And they would just always argue about it, Always arguing about bumps. It's just, they were really defensive, really territorial when it came to their bumps, But that's parents, am I right? Parents, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to end your shift early, and I think I might have to call Child Protective Services. Maybe just do a little checkup on your family. Whoa, relax, bro. What are you talking about? CPS, man? What? It's just a couple bumps. Relax. Everyone has bumps, Everyone likes bumps. Who doesn't like bumps? You like bumps. I've seen you. I know you like bumps. I've never actually seen you with bumps, but I know you like them. I know. Who doesn't like them? It's impossible not to like them. Once you start, you just can't stop. You know what I'm saying? They're that good, right? It's just, of course you don't want to have too much, right? Because, that can lead to some problems, but, screw it. A couple bumps, salad every night. It's not going to hurt anyone. Never hurt anyone. Who did it ever hurt? Tell me one person who it ever hurt. Yeah, I'm definitely calling Child Protective Services on you. That's so funny. Okay, let's move on here. Well, we have a reply comment from Bunny Rut. It really bothers me when adults keep using silly or mispronounced words instead of saying the actual word. I was in high school still saying boo-boo because my mom wouldn't call it anything else. I didn't know what they were supposed to be called, and I got made fun of for it. My brother still says paschetti and pancakes instead of spaghetti and pancakes because that's the only way my grandmother pronounced it. Yeah, that's definitely embarrassing. You're in that high school basketball game, you fall, you scrape your elbow. How are you doing? You get pulled off onto the bench, Coach comes up to you, he's like, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine, it's just a little boo-boo, He just looks at you like, what? Yeah, coach, little boo-boo. I'll be fine. It's totally serious. Everybody gets boo-boos, right? You better not be asking me to kiss it better. What? What am I, 5? Come on, just a boo-boo. Relax. Everyone gets a little boo-boo. Come on, coach. I'm a man. I can handle my boo-boos. That's what high school's all about. It's turning into a man. I'm growing into an adult. I don't need anyone to kiss my boo-boos anymore, okay? I'm all fine. I haven't had anyone to kiss my boo-boos for years. All right? Boo-boo. What a silly word. Oh, my God. Anon Tidbids. Okay, this is the next post. Anon Tidbids. That a prostitute doesn't actually sell a piece of their body. Backstory, my mom and I were watching the scene from Titanic where Jack tells Rose that he painted a one-legged prostitute. I asked my mom what a prostitute was, and she told me it's someone who sells their body for money. I could not fathom why someone would sell their leg for like $30. Hey, man, it's what hustling's all about, okay? It's the modern world now, all right? Sometimes we have to prostitute our organs. We got to prostitute our fingers. Somebody lost a finger, bro. Okay, what do you want to do? You can afford to lose a finger, all right, for somebody who really needs one, Prostituting yourself is just no big deal. No big deal. It is everyone should be prostituting, I think it says, actually, on your driver's license or health card, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what you have in the States. I think it might be on your driver's license or something, but that you're a prostitute on there. In case that you die, They can prostitute you, because prostituting the living can be challenging, right? But prostituting the dead, now that's easy money, right? Easy money. I mean, they're already dead, right? So there's going to be no challenges or issues there, so you just got to take advantage, And a lot of people, they prostitute themselves, they volunteer to be prostituted after they're dead. So it's a common business nowadays, it's the world economy. World needs it. There's a lot of people who need prostitutes out there, There's a lot of people who really need it. There's lists long of people. They keep those lists at the hospital. It's so big, The hospital has lists and lists of people who need a prostitute, But prostituting the living, it's a tough thing. But, prostituting the dead is, they're not going to say no, They're already dead, so... Whereas a living person is much more likely to say no, to prostituting themselves, right? But the dead doesn't really matter for them. They are already dead. They don't really have much of a choice, especially if they signed up for it. That's just one of the things. Please, please, my friends, please don't take these jokes out of context, because we are not necessarily laughing at other people's expense here. These are just common funny things that happen to everyone, and I'm riffing on them, but this sounds awfully terrible if someone were to take these jokes out of context. In this context, I'm only using that word as to mean what the person in this comment said. But no, that's perfect. That's hilarious. Okay, next comment here comes from Baffy Duck. I live near the hospital for joint diseases. When I was a kid, I thought it was a special hospital for people who had two different diseases at the same time. Joint diseases. So I'm guessing things like arthritis, stuff like that. A hospital for joint diseases. But I can absolutely, picture how you would have thought they were joint diseases, We have special hospitals for those people who have two different diseases. The regular hospitals cannot handle those people. That's where all the people who are immunocompromised went for COVID, right? If they had COVID, but they also had, I don't know, what's a disease? Joint diseases, Parkinson's. I don't know. You had Parkinson's, you're in the hospital for that. You got COVID, got to ship you over to the joint diseases hospital. You got two different diseases. We can't handle this. We need you at the joint diseases hospital where they can handle joint diseases, not just one. And here our doctors are only qualified to handle one disease at a time. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any diseases other than the one you're being admitted for? Because let me tell you, sir, you might get faster care here, but if you lie to us about having more than one disease and not going to the joint diseases hospital, there will be punishments. There will be punishments. We can't handle joint diseases, okay? Even if you're not here for your other disease. All right, folks? We cannot afford it. We can't afford it. The doctors here are not trained for joint diseases. They're only trained for single diseases. You need to be going to the joint diseases hospital for that. And there's less doctors who work there. So I know you're going to get less time and attention because there's just no doctors at the joint diseases hospital. But I'm telling you, we can't handle it. That's why all those people where the hospitals were overflowed with people during COVID was because all the people with the joint diseases, they had multiple. So, they at the regular hospitals, they had to start, that's how you know it's overdone, right? That's how you know COVID was getting out of control, right? That's how we had to put in all the restrictions and all this stuff because people were just getting joint diseases, right? And now the regular hospitals who can only handle single diseases had to take on all the people with the joint diseases, and then those regular hospitals who can only handle the single diseases started getting overflowed because the joint diseases hospitals were already overflowed at that point. joint diseases. That's so funny. Acute Hazard comments and says, I thought Mick Jagger's name was Mick Jagger, like MC Jagger, and people just never said his first name for some reason. Guy in Orange says, fucking hell, second comment and already learning. No, I thought this for a long time. I thought this for a too ridiculously long time. I was always so confused why they would call him Mick Jagger. Like, I was like, did he, like, there's already a McDonald's, okay? There's already a McDonald's. We can't have two. We can't have a McDonald's and a Mick Jagger, okay? Unless there's some sort of sponsorship going on. McDonald's, sorry, Mick Jagger, but I think McDonald's got there first, okay? You can't be doing the Mick thing. There's too many Micks already, all right? McDonald's is kind of put up in the staple of at the top of the mix list, all right? You know, and then you got things like McCain's French fries, right? McCain's. So I'm sorry, Mick Jagger. You're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to start saying your first name. We're just. It's not working out. We need a distinction. Okay. There's too many Micks, right? Maybe do a thing like the Travis Scott meal at McDonald's, right? Use your name to your advantage. Maybe get some money out of your name. The Mick Jagger. You know, it's a burger that when you open the cardboard box that they put it in, screams at you. You know, just when you open the box. Just the leatheriest burger. Sorry, I don't want to be insulting Mr. Mick Jagger. I know a lot of people like him, but he definitely has admitted to doing many substances over his life, and it's left his skin with an odd leathery tone. So make sure the burger is very leathery. Shout out to Mick Jagger, though. No Ice Cream Cake replies and says, yeah, can I get order a Mick Jagger meal, please? Large? Yeah, what's going on, Mick Jagger? Why have you never used your name to your advantage? Come on. The Mick Jagger McDonald's meal. It seems like you're missing out on a giant opportunity. McDonald's is a billion-dollar corporation, right? It's one of the most recognized names, if not the most recognized name in the world. So, if I were you, I'd get on that. Seems like you're missing out on a pretty big business opportunity here. All right, next one comes from Rebel Croissant. This is something my little sister did through high school. We were about 8 years apart, so we never overlapped in school. She's always been a straight A student, and I found out she worked extra hard because she wanted to catch up to me in school, so we could be in school at the same time. I almost cried. I just want to know, I just want to know, if your sister did that, I just want to know how old she was when she thought that. Because, well, she couldn't have been that old, because if you were in high school, she was going to be 8 years younger than you. So she was working hard at a younger age. You know, that I don't blame people for, not when they're younger. It is very cute, though, that happened. Reply from X Kisses says, my little brother had a meltdown at the age of 4 when I informed him that he would never be older than me. When is it my turn to be the older one? Come on. He's been the older one forever, for years now. It's been 4 years, Mom. It's been 4 years of this. He's been older than me. When is it my turn? Always picking on me. He's always bigger than me. When do I get to be bigger than him? When do I get to be the older one? You know, I want to be the older one, Mom. Come on, you said it was my turn. You said it was my turn to be the older one. See, this household is so unfair. You know, he gets to go to school. You know, for some reason I can't go to school. You know, he gets to eat bigger foods. I'm still eating mush here. What's the deal with this? Come on, I want to change up. Let's switch it up. Because when is it his turn? Come on, he should have to feel how I feel. Casper02127 says, my sister was in her 50s when she found out the meaning of, you have an addictive personality. She thought after all these years of therapy that it meant that people were just addicted to her personality. We laugh hysterically when we talk about this, in a very sad way. Oh my God, you just have an addictive personality. You're too kind. Yeah, I think we need to talk about something, Janice. You have what we call an addictive personality. Doc, I mean, I don't know why you're saying this in such a somber tone. This is amazing news. This is awesome. You know, I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy that you told me you've given this news. My confidence is through the roof. Well, Janice, it really shouldn't be. This is not something we particularly think is a good thing, traditionally speaking. Oh, I can see how you'd say that. You know, I'm the one with the addictive personality, so, you know, people just get jealous. I can understand, you know. It's just one of those things. I know everyone wants one, but not everyone can be one, okay? I just have an addictive personality, and everybody else is jealous. An addictive personality. Everyone just wants to be around you. That's such a, like, oh my God. I mean, I'm sure that person that's not. It'd be funny if you had like if she had a narcissistic personality disorder. That's what somebody with narcissistic personality disorder thinks what an addictive personality is. They just think that it's just like they're so full of themselves. They're just like, oh, well, you're just jealous because I have an addictive personality and everyone wants to be around me all the time. Okay, I think we're going to do one last one here. This one comes from Why Uno Let Me Post. I learned that pork and beans are not called cowboy beans. I was 18 and asked a grocery store clerk to help me find the cowboy beans. We were looking everywhere and I was getting frustrated because I know that every store carries these beans. After a while, I pick up pork and beans a pork and beans can and with a picture and say, "See, it looks just like this." He says, "You mean pork and beans?" Then I realize that my mom called them that so that I would eat them. The look of disappointment from that grocery store clerk haunts me to this day. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Grocery store clerks love that. You know, high school kid, you know, fuck it. You know, take 30 minutes, take an hour out of his day, you know, just to, you know, really prolong that search for cowboy beans. That grocery store clerk, man, oh my God. I can't imagine what he was thinking. He's like, cowboy beans, what the... I worked at this grocery store for all 4 years of my high school, and I can't ever think of someone being, like, asking me for cowboy beans. It sounds like a real thing. You know, are they shaped like little cowboy hats? Are they shaped like cowboy boots? Are they shaped like a campfire? There's got to be something. He's just trying to crack the code. No, they're a cowboy belt buckle, maybe they're shaped like. Is a belt buckle, you know, the big and round, you know, the kind of round ones. It's got to be that. It's got to be these cowboy beans. And he's like, "No, these ones right here. Why does it? What's going on?" Sir, that's what we call pork and beans. Yeah, that's nice. Couple hours of my shift out the window. Stayed late for that. Yay. You know, because I thought I could help out customers in the future, maybe. No. It's funny. It's so funny. Okay, okay. We're going to wrap it up there for y'all today, folks. Thank you all to all the Redditors who put themselves in the hot seat to be embarrassed on Reddit. So, and relive those horrible experiences, because let's be real, we all have some terribly horrible experiences of being embarrassed. So, those stick with you. So we want to appreciate our Redditors. And remember to make fun of yourselves too, okay, folks? All right, let's close the show. So thank you so much for tuning into the Reddit Ask Us podcast, the show where we read and react to comments from r/Askreddit. I am your host, Luke Dick. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating, and also please leave us a review. If you have something to say or want to comment on one of the episodes, then go to my YouTube channel at Reddit Asks Us and put your comment under the most recent episode, and I will read that comment out loud on the next episode. Hopefully, I've been slacking a little bit here because of just life circumstances, but that is okay. So hopefully I'm going to get back into that, but comment anyways, because we love the comments. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all next week. Peace out. Love you. Bye.